Hello, Cancer. It's umomgtarot, and this is your Why did I do that? It's your mid-month love reading. Your tarot reading. We're gonna do the Romance Angels Oracle cards. We're gonna do one card for your theme, and then we're gonna do a 5-card spread for. For the reading. Yeah. Okay, I've been gone. I've been out. I was sick in and out of the doctor because I was violently ill. Couldn't do readings at all. And I was also moving, and I moved. I'm here. This is a makeshift setup, a temporary setup, and then, I got to get settled in and all that. But like, wow, I was in some sort of pain. I was definitely suffering, but we're here, and let's get to the reading because that's what you guys came for. You can't come for that, all my plate. All right, here we go. Here we go, Cancer. I know you can hear. I know you care because you're Cancers. Oh. Alright. Here's your card. New love. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yes, Cancer. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, let's put you right there. Let's open up the guidebook. Let's get in depth about that. New love, pretty self-explanatory. But let's see what the book has to say about that, because that's something I could dive into when you're talking about me. The Romance Angels have sent you this card like a Valentine greeting, signaling the introduction of someone new into your love life. Perhaps you've recently met this person and your interest was piqued. This card validates that your connection was mutual and real. It is safe for you to explore it, and the Romance Angels will guide your actions accordingly. Nice. That means you don't have to think about stuff. Of course, if you are already in a committed relationship, you want to consult your angels and perhaps a counselor or other trusted persons to get insight into your feelings. While running into the arms of a suitor may sound passionate, the reality of guilt over the affair will soon weigh heavily upon you. It's better to confront these issues within your present relationship that left your emotional doors open for someone else. This card can also mean that you'll soon meet a new person. In these cases, the Romance Angels are asking you to keep the faith that love is in your cards. You deserve love and you are lovable. The angels guide you to be aware, as you never know when your partner will arrive. Sweet. I like it. What can I say? But let's get into the spread. New love. It's funny what people can stir in you. Like, you could be in a relationship and meet someone who makes you feel some type of way that your partner doesn't make you feel, and that could be the end of your relationship. And it's not even really about the person, it's about what's missing, and realizing that everybody's in their own personal journey, so I can't judge. Shit happens. Here we go. This card, okay, you type cards keep trying to pop out. Here we go. You got the Page of Swords. That's a very, okay, so that card is kind of, I'm gossipy. I'm indulging in life's guilty pleasures, like talking behind people's back, or embellishing on a little bit of some truths, or talking about trying to
Google people, stalk them, social media. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing stuff like that, and it's not. I mean, it's not wrong. It's just, it's not. That you wouldn't be telling everybody about that type of behavior. A little gossipy, a little confusion, but what's to be taken is there's curiosity. Okay. So there's either curiosity on your end, or there might be rumors about you and someone, or like there's chatter, there's whispers, there's gossip. You could be the subject of the gossip. Next word you got is the Queen of Swords. There's a little bit of defensiveness. There's a little bit of, should I say, cock blocking? There's a stone cold figure in this so this could mean, okay, so I go to who's the stone cold figure, or who's the figure who's a very prominent authority in this situation, who's a very strong, not feminine, but more like a inner world authoritarian, like your mom. Okay, who is somebody that you need their approval, and like what you're doing, that you would not be able to get their approval, so that's an obstacle, a social obstacle, or like somebody you're gonna have to deal with, like, and they have a sword, basically what I'm saying. So you could be curious, you could be indulging in something that isn't necessarily fruitful, a little gossipy, a little just guilty pleasure-ish. So that could mean another person. You could be flirting with someone while you're in a relationship, and you could have this Queen of Swords energy where there's somebody who doesn't approve. So you might have somebody who's in on it or who knows something about it, and they're like, excuse me, don't you have a girlfriend? Don't you have a boyfriend? Like, what are you doing? You know, you could have that involved, and that could be a boss. This could be something that's happening at work. You know, and there's somebody who's looking down on it and being like, hey, there's a policy. Somebody who's jealous. You know, this could even be used where you're just kind of putting your foot down and you're like, it's under this false guise, not false guise, but false sense of rightness, because you're doing something that's not necessarily the best. It's not necessarily on the up and up. It's not spiritually divine. And you're kind of being defensive about it, or you're standing firmly in your train of thought on it, or your need to enforce your new ideas. So it's like almost like when you start a relationship and it's questionable, and then you just kind of force people to accept that you're with them and you're happy, and all that matters is that, you know, we're in love and that's it. You know, I can't steal someone. Look, there's a lot of swords in this, so I feel like there's probably some battles and some people looking at you with side eyes. You might want to get a Turkish eye, evil eye or something. You know, this is the Four of Swords is somebody who's recouping, reflecting on a battle that they've returned from. This is the stage where you're like, oh crap, how did I even survive that? I'm very lucky. Like, I know people who didn't. I don't know why. You know, they go back to their what was supposed to be their tombstone, and they relax and they're like, good God, because this is the ultimate feeling of gratitude, but this is also just the awareness of what could have happened and appreciation, but also just rest and just rejuvenating. And I think that there's a lot of like battle and upset, and there's a lot of lies, and well, not lies, but gossip. You know, there's authority involved. This could be messy, and you could be dealing with an air sign, so that's Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You know, there could be just like a lustful situation, and that's bizarre or peculiar, or just a bit different from what's normal. You meet somebody, then you start dating, then you commit. This is not the case. Like, this new love probably has like things that have to happen before you can actually pursue it, or like, you know, this person has to break up with this person. Oh, we have to keep this a secret from this person. There's gossip. We got to shut that down. Like, it's more complicated than just like coming together because you like each other. The next card you got the Six of Pentacles, and this possibly is what brings you closer together. There's pentacles, there's sharing, there's somebody in a position of power. Perhaps, like, I wonder if the authority is involved in this, because you have this person sharing, or you sharing. Six of Pentacles is about having enough resources, not being like balling out, but like having the resources to help someone out that is in a lesser position than you. So sharing is caring, and I looked at the Queen of Swords as like an authority, and then I go, okay, well, if they're sharing with you, so you might be getting involved with somebody who's in some type of authority. You could be dating your boss. You know, people would have a problem with that, probably. People would gossip about that, probably. You know, you could be in a situationship where there's gonna be some oh, it's about to be some how did I get into this? Should've never ended up with this chick. And it's because you're mesmerized by their ability to share or provide for you or something. Like, you know, it could be like that. Messiah complex. Let's see your final card. Okay. You have all this air here, then you have Gemini right there. You got the Lovers. This is a commitment. This is somebody who's more interested than the other. I feel like somebody who's in more of an authoritative position is who you're interested in, where this new love is coming from. It all seems a little bit clearer. Somebody who can provide for you. This is something that a lot of Cancers are interested in, because they like to be nurtured and showered in affection. They like to cook and clean, and they like to do supporting roles for their partner. But they like somebody who ultimately can provide for them. That's why they end up a lot of the time with like Tauruses. But in this one, it's like you have somebody that gives people a lot to think about and a lot to talk about. And classic air sign tactics or approach. You got the Gemini there, so I go, okay, well, predominantly, I'll say there's some Gemini influence to it. They're a little bit crazy, so they'll do weird stuff like that. You have the Lovers card, where it's a lot of lust involved, because again, you have that female whole Adam and Eve story thing where, you know, he loves the woman and he'll just about do anything, and sure, I'll eat this apple because I'm mesmerized by my, you know, erection or whatever that, you know, perhaps someone's very titillated by this new love, this new connection. It could be somebody who's older and they have more to provide, and then you could just like them because they can provide. It's like that type of setup where you're both getting something but it's like an odd pairing or not a typical pairing of some sort. That could be like kind of the theme of your situation, but the major arcana here is the Lovers, so it's like a commitment. But I can't help but keep thinking about the Adam and Eve thing where, you know, she lures him into doing something sinful. So it makes me wonder, like, are you in a relationship? Is somebody leading you astray? Somebody giving you a lot to think about? Something giving you a lot that would be something to talk about? So I feel like gossip. If we're starting off with gossip, it could be like, ooh, what's going on there? And that could lead to interest and people doing things, you know. I would say maybe a Gemini for you, Cancer. Could be somebody who just kind of showers you in opportunity or wealth. You could be attracted to somebody who helped you out. You know, that could be where it comes from. You know, you guys love that. You love when somebody rescues you, don't you? Any water sign except for Scorpio. They will not be dominated like that. No. Alright, so there it is. There's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out my website, umomgtarot.com. You can catch one there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!